Hello, guys. Medicine is an integral part of everyone's life. A rather large number of people are employed in this field. Among the various specializations, nurses certainly stand out. And now you'll see the 5 most incredible nurses whose existence you'll find hard to believe. Number 5, a male nurse who sexually assaulted his patient. For many years, Julie Henson was a patient at a medical facility in Englewood, Colorado. She could not sit, walk, or talk, and her parents decided to install a camera near her bed so that they could see any signs of movement when they were not around. At the time, Julie was under the supervision of 34-year-old certified nursing assistant Paul Bukarczyk. Paul was caught red-handed and accused of sexual violence against the helpless Julie. Her parents saw it on video, and Bukarczyk was arrested. He was sentenced to 15 years in prison. Number 4, the oldest nurse in the world. On May 8, 2015, Florence Rigney turned 90 years old. While most people retire between the age of 60 and 65 years old, she decided not to do so. Florence is still working at Tacoma General Hospital, where she has been for the past 60 years. The woman retired when she was 65 years old, but that only lasted for a few months. Florence missed work and decided to return. According to the assistant director of the hospital, Florence's experience and skills far exceed that of her colleagues. She began her career in 1946 when she was a student at a vocational school for nurses. Number 3, a killer nurse. Police in the small coastal town of Piombino in Tuscany, Italy, finally found a suspect in a string of deaths in a local hospital. 55-year-old Fausta Bonino worked in the Department of Anesthesiology and Intensive Care. When the police began to suspect her, they started following her. In the end, Fausta was arrested. She was accused of murdering patients between 2014 and 2015 using an anticoagulant called heparin, which is administered by injection or through a drip. The patients she killed did not suffer from any disease or injury that would require the administration of heparin. Besides, no doctor had prescribed them this drug. Her victims were patients ranging from 61 to 88 years old. Most of them had died because their blood stopped clotting and they began to bleed heavily. Number 2, the sexiest nurse in the world. Kysere Palmers studies at New York University. She has also been working in a hospital for 3 years. Over the past few months, Kysere has become an internet sensation, and she already has about 350,000 subscribers on Instagram. Some call her a model, while others consider her the sexiest nurse in the world. Number 1, a nurse millionaire. Nurses earn well, but not enough to become millionaires, unless they never spend any of their money, that is. A nurse named Hadassah Perry was working for a home healthcare agency when she was assigned to work for a woman named Huguette Clark. Clark was the daughter of a mining magnate. Instead of going to fancy parties and spending time with influential people, she decided to barricade herself in her home, which was set up like a hospital room. There were thousands of French dolls in her room that she had collected over the years. The only person with whom she had close contact was her nurse. Every evening she called Hadassah to say goodnight. When Clark became too weak and could not call, the nurse began to call herself. Over the years, Clark showered her with gifts. When Clark turned 104 years old, she died, leaving Hadassah an inheritance in the amount of $33 million, along with her priceless collection of dolls. Thumbs up if you like this video, and don't forget to subscribe.